Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Ade, here again. If you're seeing me for the first time, where have you been? My name is Ade. What's your name? Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. If this is your first time, like I said, please do well to hit that subscribe button. I produce inspiring, motivating, good and everything good vibes on this channel, so please be a part of this family, okay? And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. Like I always say, you motivate me to do a whole lot. Honestly, thank you so much for all your love, your support, your lovely comments. God bless you guys. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to be answering some of the questions that first-time moms have but are too afraid to ask. And one thing that actually inspired this video is the fact that I remember one of my friends, when she was about to have a baby, and even after she had a baby, she asked me lots of questions, not because it was like too much for me to answer. I'm always happy to, you know, to give advice or to tell you my own experience and all of those things. But I just feel like a lot of first-time moms have a lot of questions, like a lot of intrusive questions, you know, and you know, they are just afraid to ask other people. I think because I don't know, sometimes people are a little bit judgmental, you know. So I'm going to be answering all of those questions in today's video. If this is something you're interested in, please do not go anywhere. Sit tight and keep on watching. So you guys are welcome back. I got a lot of these questions from babygaga.com, so if you go to their website, I'm sure you'll find a whole lot more questions in regards to what the questions first time moms ask actually. Okay, so the first question is, when will I start to feel like myself again? I honestly do not know the answer to this question. I feel like I myself as a mom, I can't remember the way my body used to feel before I had my son. Like I just can't remember. I know I remember how I look, of course, in my pictures, my throwback pictures and everything, but I can't remember how my body used to feel. Like, motherhood changes you, pregnancy changes you, having a child changes a whole lot of things about you. And the truth of the matter is, your body might not be the same again. That is just the plain truth. That is just the gospel truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything in this video. I'm going to say it as it is, okay? So anyway, the next question is breastfeeding really the key to bouncing back? Well, some moms swear by breastfeeding. Some moms say breastfeeding makes them snap back. Breastfeeding makes the womb contract back, and you know, it makes their belly go back, you know, quicker. I think that's true actually, but I'm not really sure if it's like the only key to bouncing back. I actually don't think it's the only key to bouncing back. I believe that having a good diet, maintaining a good diet, doing some light exercises, you know, are also keys to bouncing back. But breastfeeding can help, but it is not the only key to bouncing back. So that's just what I'm going to say in regards to that. The next one is, do I really need to sterilize a pacifier, if it falls down on the ground? Well, I did not use pacifier for my son, and I don't plan to use pacifier for any of my children. However, and the only reason is because I'm not judging moms that use pacifier. I just feel like it is a whole lot of struggle stopping your child from using pacifier when they get to a certain age, when you know, okay, your baby should not be using pacifier anymore. Do you get what I mean? Like, I've actually read moms, some moms comment on how hard it was for them to stop their babies from using pacifier, and I honestly don't want to give myself that headache, so I don't even bother to use pacifiers, you know, right from when they are right from, you know, when my kids are born. Or yeah, you get what I mean. So do you really need to sterilize a pacifier if it falls down? If you're a mom that has used pacifier for any of your children, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Personally, I would say yes, it needs to be sterilized, but at the same time, I think if you just clean it and give it back to them, it helps to like build up their immune system, if you get what I mean. So I don't know, I think you should actually just do what works for you. It's either you just clean it or sterilize it. Just do what works for you, okay? The next one is, how many shades of green, brown and black does the mess come in? Oh my goodness, this reminds me of when I just newly had my son. So today is green, the poo is green, tomorrow is yellow, The next one is brown, but I think that you're going to get black poo at the beginning, at the early stage of life, and then you get green, then so it's got colors, but it's nothing to worry about as long as you let your midwife know and they assure you that there's nothing is wrong, then nothing is wrong. But from my own experience, it is most of the time nothing is wrong, okay? Because it is normal for babies to have like different colors of poos, especially, you know, even when babies are grown. And when I mean grown, I mean when they pass the age of 6 months, 7, 8 months, and you start giving them greens like avocado, spinach. Definitely those things contain iron and it will change the color of the poo, definitely. So I really don't think it is anything to worry about. But if you are worried, if your mom instinct is not at peace, then check with your midwife, okay? So the next one is what do I do with the umbilical cord? Sis, throw it away. What else would you do with the umbilical cord? I remember when, you know, my son's umbilical cord fell while we were still at the hospital. Then I don't know, I think as a first time mom, there are a lot of things that you don't even know about. In my head, I know that you should throw it away, but then I still asked my midwife and she was like, just throw it away, or do you want to keep it? And I was like, no, I don't want to keep it. I definitely don't want to keep it, okay? So yes, please just throw the umbilical cord away. It's falling off, it's falling off, okay? Does my baby even know who I am? Actually, your baby does know who you are, okay? Your baby knows who you are. Don't feel like your baby doesn't know who you are. As early as 2 weeks, when someone else carried my son when he was a baby, he would turn his eyes and like use his eyes to trace me and follow me. Yes, I think when you feed your baby, when you breastfeed or bottle feed your baby and you have skin to skin contact, they know who you are. Basically, they know who you are. But if you feel like your baby doesn't know who you are, if you feel like your baby does not recognize you, just try a lot more skin to skin, try a lot more cuddling and all of those things. I'm sure your baby knows who you are anyway. Just calm down, okay? The next one is when will I stop leaking? Give or take 4 weeks to 5 weeks. Mamas in the house, how long does it take to stop leaking? I think it actually also depends on the type of birth that you have. I've heard people say that. I don't know. So if you had maybe the vaginal delivery or the cesarean one, we all know by now that both births are miraculous, both births are natural, and both births are wonderful, right? I want to believe that we have settled that. We have broken the tables we need to break. So if you add either of those births, I think it's I don't know, I've heard people say it that one takes longer than the other when it comes to leaking. I'm not sure, but for I can say for sure for the cesarean, I think like 4 to 5 weeks should, you know, leaking should stop. I believe so. Anyway, am I a terrible mom if I formula feed? Of course you are not a terrible mom. If you need to formula feed your child, please formula feed your child. It even takes a lot of stress off of you, because then your partner can get involved, your husband can get involved. You can always make bottle formula in the bottle, and you know your husband is feeding the baby while you are getting some rest. You know, I feel like that is one of the advantages to formula feeding your baby, you know. So you're not a terrible mom, please. Breastfeeding is not for every mom. I'm going to say it. I don't care what anybody says about it. Breastfeeding is not for every mom. Not every mom is able to successfully breastfeed their child or their babies, okay? So you're not a terrible mom. How long is it too long to let my baby cry? Personally, I don't like to see my baby cry. Honestly, even though people say that it is good to let your baby cry, sometimes they learn to soothe themselves, and then they probably go back to sleep. If maybe they need you to cuddle them before they sleep, if you let them cry a little bit and try to help themselves to settle down, then that's fine. But I honestly don't like to see my baby cry. It makes me a lot uncomfortable. It makes me so uncomfortable. So as long as I know that I've fed them, I've done everything, and I know that baby just wants to cuddle to be able to sleep, I probably will carry my baby. I honestly cannot take it. Honestly, I can't. Anyway, the next one is, does my baby dislike me? Of course your baby does not dislike you. Who even said that? Who wrote this question? Your baby does not dislike you. For what now? You don't know how many months you carry that baby and the baby will now come and dislike you. For what? I don't think so. Like I said, just like the one that says does my baby know who I am? If you feel like maybe you are not very connected to your baby, maybe you should try having skin to skin, cuddle more, have more cuddle time, you know, hang out more. Basically hang out with your baby. Your baby will love you, trust me. The next one is, am I a bad mom if I let my baby watch TV? Of course you are not a bad mom. However, screen time should be controlled, but you are not a bad mom if you let your baby watch TV. You are definitely not a bad mom. The next one is, will I ever know what my baby's cry means? You probably will. I think when they are hungry, they cry when they are hungry, when they are hot, but I feel like at some point when you get to know your baby, you will know when this cry means that my baby is hot, or when this cry means that my baby is cold, when this cry means my baby wants some food, when they cry and they actually want you to carry them. You probably will know all of those different types of cries. Don't ask me how. You would get to know by the time you get to spend more time with your baby. Okay, so yeah, you will probably know. The next one is, what will the baby actually will the baby actually remember their first year? I don't think babies remember their first year of from when they are newly born. However, I remember that one of my friends, we were actually talking some time ago, and she was like, one of our twin girl, so she has twins, a boy and a girl, and she said the girl said when the girl was about 4 years or 3 years old, she was telling her, the mom, that, oh, I remember when I was a baby I used to cry a lot. I remember I used to cry a lot. And the mom was like, the girl actually cries a lot when, you know, when she cried a lot when she was a baby. So she was actually shocked, like, how do you know all of that? How do you remember all of that? You know, so I don't know if babies remember what they used to be like when they were babies. I honestly don't know. The second to the last question is the delivery room or post-birth too early for my first drink? My sister, calm down now. How is it doing you? So what this question probably means is that when is the earliest time I can have a drink or a wine or something? I don't drink, but I don't think that you should be drinking in the delivery room. Trust me, drinking or alcohol is not the first thing that's going to come to your mind when you get to the post-birth room or when you leave the delivery room. Alcohol is not the first thing that will come to your mind. Trust me, you are going to want to hold that baby, kiss that baby, cuddle that baby, honestly. So alcohol is definitely not what is going to come to your mind at that point in time. So, and well, I would say yes, it's too early. Why are you in such a hurry? Why? The last question is, does it get easier? Well, I would say it does get easier. However, from my own personal experience, I feel like the baby stage is easier than the toddler stage, because toddlers are like tiny teenagers. Those people, they don't like to hear words. You have to say it like 5 times before they will hear what you're saying, or they will answer you or listen to what you're saying. So I feel like it's more like a kind of slopey curve. When they are babies, I would say it's a bit easy. When they are toddlers, it's a lot, you know, it's a little bit and then when they become preschoolers, it gets easier, and then into young adults, is it after preschool? Which one is the next one? I don't know, but you get what I mean. So I feel like the baby stage is a little bit easier. Then when you get to toddler stage, you are shouting every time, although we've said that it's not good to shout, okay? There are other ways you can speak to your baby. There are other ways you can talk to your children. It is not good to yell as a parent. It's not good to shout and all of those things, yes. But then toddlers, they know how to press different buttons inside of you, you know. Okay, so yes, that is all of these questions. I hope if you're a first-time mom and you're watching this video, I hope you have learned a thing or two. I'm so what is the word now? I'm I'm so delighted to be sharing my experience. You know, motherhood is such a beautiful journey. Motherhood is such a beautiful experience, and it is a privilege, honestly, to experience it. And I just pray that every mom out there they are still waiting for their miracles, I pray that by the grace of God, soon and very soon, you are going to be carrying a bundle of joys in your hands and just smiling and thanking God for everything that He has done for you, basically. So I pray that very, very soon you'll be sharing your testimony. Okay, so I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a big thumbs up, and leave me your comments, share, like, subscribe if you've not. I really, really do hope that you've enjoyed it. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. Like I always say, continue to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay in God. I remain Ade. God loves you, and I love you too. Bye.